Peace and love, everybody. I'm just up here chilling tonight, Mm, feeling pretty good, not too bad, not too good, just somewhere in between. And forgiving my big old head being all inside the phone, but I have to put this microphone on so everybody can hear me. Anyways, I just hope that everybody's doing good tonight. I hope that everyone's having a peaceful evening, everybody's having a peaceful existence in general. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's solo or whether you're with other people. Just make sure that whatever you do, you're safe when you do it. Make sure that you're in good company, just in case you get a little bit out of hand. And just make sure that you always know that God's got you as long as you got yourself. That's the most important part. A lot of us overlook that aspect sometimes because we get so deep into sales, we forget that you know God has been walking with us this entire journey since the very beginning. When we're somewhere by ourselves and we're sitting there talking to ourselves and we're thinking, oh my God, we're crazy. Why are we so crazy? But the key word is, oh my God, you're talking to God. You're sharing your thoughts with self. Because I think about it, that's exactly what consciousness is. Being conscious is basically realizing that you are a part of something spectacular. You're a part of something bigger. Whether it's you claim that, you're made up of star seeds, everything that inside of stars is within our DNA, and this is true, or that the universal consciousness that is the universe, everything that is living, that is alive, that has breath in it, that thrives, that grows, is universally connected to a higher source. Whether you're a Star Wars fan, you want to call it the Force, whether you want to call it um, just the laws of the universe, whatever science wants to put on that, it's whatever. It's all interchangeable. It's all interactive. Since the book of Genesis is basically nothing but science, may not be told it the way that we learned it, but it's still science. And that goes all the way back to when they talk about the tribes of Israel, and they also say that, the people of color and even the people from the Caucasus Mountain, the Caucasian white people, are also descendants of, the offsprings of, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to have to look it up. But I know it was after the Great Flood, repopulating the earth, blah, 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 which brings me back to a point where, in part of the Bible, where there was a lot of ancestral lineages that went on, if not mistaken, and I could be wrong on this, I'm gonna have to find sources because I'm very rusty on the Bible. I'm not Christian at all. I'll reference the Bible from time to time. I'll reference, the Quran. I'll reference Hinduism. I'll reference Buddhism because at the end of the day, any type of spiritual or religious concept or belief is basically your way of connecting with your higher power, no matter what you call it, no matter what you name it, no matter what you want to put a label on it, whether you call it Allah, God, Jehovah, the Krishna, even in the other monotheism religions, even with the gods of Rome and, Greece, Zeus, Jupiter, etc., even all the way down to some of the the Aztec religions, the gods of Africa, the Heru in Egypt, and all the way down to the Orisha, the Orisha and all that stuff, man. It's everything is connected through a source. Not everything is a God to be praised. Some things just represent that certain type of thing. Some parts of nature are represented by different gods and different cultures. See, like I said, I know things, but I'm not too sure about it, so I don't want to spread anything that's not true. What I want you to do is listen to what I say. Don't believe what I say. Research what I'm saying. Then you'll know the truth for yourself. And you're like, oh, that's what he was trying to explain, even though I can't. I'll tell you, I have extremely terrible memory. Extremely terrible memory. I can't remember things that I just learned sometimes. Like, it's extremely short. So the things that I do comprehend, the things that I do keep inside of my mind, I will always remember forever, because if it hits me just like, oh, wow, that's a revelation right there, I'm going to remember forever. So let's be back to the ancestral lineages of the tribes of, after the Great Flood and everything, which brings us back to our own ancestral lineage, our own incestuous lineage, where basically family members were with family members, and a lot of that was swept on the rug, but it was so natural back then that a lot of people didn't think of it that way. I know for a fact that on my family side, I'm not trying to get into too much detail. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast out there, but when they say that, I can relate to it because our own families have, practiced this, and I'm I'm not passing judgment on anything. That's just not anything that I would try to get into. It is what it is. Whatever your taboo. Like I said, I pass no judgments on anybody. How you love, who you love, or how you do it, as long as it doesn't affect me or people that I love personally. Because who am I to judge? I have closets full of skeletons. You could call it a graveyard. There are so many things that I'm still trying to get over this bad karma in my life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I still haven't forgiven myself for. So who am I to judge somebody else for what they believe or what they do? That would make me a hypocrite, and that's the last thing I want to do. I want to have the purest heart that any person on this planet could have. I'm making effort to that. I want to be able to forgive any type of thing. Like there's lots of things that still trigger my anger, but for the most part, and with a lot of weed, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. But I know about the darkness inside of me. There's that duality. There's where there's dark, there's light. But at the same time, I love the dark as much as the light because without the darkness, I wouldn't appreciate this light that I'm having right now. I am in love with the light right now. And God is shining so bright on me right now. And it feels amazing. That's why I'm able to get more into, the consciousness of what the Bible is. Back to all of that, more or less, all religious texts lead to a higher consciousness. The higher consciousness is what you want to call God, but I also feel that the higher consciousness or the Holy Ghost or, the Immaculate Heart of Jesus or even the Virgin Guadalupe, it's all about love. All this, everything is surrounded. Everything is surrounded and is mostly focused on love. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, that everything is possible through love. You know, I know I get off topic. I know I jump here and there, but that's pretty much what I feel universal consciousness. When I say I am universal consciousness, that's what I'm saying. I'm love. I am love. I am love. I am universal consciousness. Not these eyes, I am universal love and consciousness. That's all that is. So I just want to be very connected through a lot of things. I know a lot of things. I know that the blood that's inside of me is both toxic and is everlastingly amazing, because of a lot of things that my ancestors have been through on all angles. Because all of the, like I said, the inbreeding, all of the conflicts that we're seeing, all of the wars, all of the depression, all the slavery, all of the death, all the racism, everything that my ancestors saw is within my DNA. That's why certain things trigger me differently. You know, some days I'm fucking angry at the world because I feel that, you know, everyone's trying to kill off all the colored people, or I'm not even gonna say colored, I fucking hate that word. All the people of color, all the ethnic people, all the indigenous peoples of the world. And I point fingers at the white man when deep down I wanna look at the white man like, well, they at one point were, tribal too, in a sense. You think about it back in the Celtic days, like, because I am Scottish, there's Scottish DNA inside of me. Pretty sure there's a lot more than that. I just never done the whole match ancestry.com shit. Never done that before, but I'm gonna look into it. I would love to know what parts of Africa I'm from, where, if any, hell, for all I know, I could be Belize. I mean, look at my complexion. I could be Latino. I could be, man, like I could be a lot of things. So at the moment, I just have to be patient and just go by my gut instincts, what I've learned. And my intuition is sometimes very, very on point. Sometimes I let my emotions override it. I mean, like I said, I am an Aries sun, Cancer moon. I have what is it, Scorpio and Pluto. Like I'm all types of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, all I can do is strive to be a better person. Like, I have no control over this existence. I cannot say when it's going to end. I had no control over when it started. I was not there when I was created. This all just happened. This is all a part of God's plan. I'm here for a reason. I feel like that. I've known this since I was 4 years old, and I used to say this all the time in my mind. I'm here for a reason. I'm put here in Ardmore for a reason. I am existing for a reason, and I never knew why. Never knew why. And then, as I started growing up, from when 9/11 happened, and then me started becoming more away from the church and more into, okay, why are the things, I started asking a lot more questions. And then as I started progressing into more of this spiritual awakening, this consciousness, if you want to call it that, listen, I don't give a fuck. You cannot be conscious and be racist. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I know I'm going to piss a lot of hotep ass motherfuckers off, but I don't give a fuck. You cannot have love in your heart and be conscious at the same time. Like, how is that even possible? How is that even possible? How is that even imaginable to know that you can hate somebody so much to where you want to kill them and still say that you're conscious? Nah, no, that's not how that works out. Because for us to have everlasting, eternal peace, we're going to have to solve these differences between us, all of us, all the way down to the cell form, all the way down to our DNA, all the way down to our outside complexions. We cannot look at each other and see an enemy. All we need to do is look at each other and see, hey, what is that human's problem today? What can I do to help them? That's what consciousness is. All this, oh, I'm going to kill this man, I'm going to destroy their children, I'm going to wipe them off the planet for fucking what? Why? Why? I don't care. Like, whether you white pride, brown pride, black pride, Asian pride, whatever fucking pride you are, that pride's going to get you fucked up in the long run. And that's the biggest problem. We're not humble anymore. None of us are humble anymore. And that's the problem. I just hate to see that family members against family members, man against woman, husband against wife, friends against friend, brothers against sisters, sisters against brothers, sisters against sisters, it just goes on. Children against parents, co-workers against co-workers, internet memers. It's fucking stupid. It really is. And I'm just going to be completely blunt with you. It's fucking stupid to have that much hate in your heart. You're so afraid to love. You're fearful of what love is, what it really means to actually give a fuck about people, that you turn into this piece of shit. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate to start cussing right now, but fuck it. It is what it is. If you're afraid to love, you're a pussy. I'm just going to be honest with you. Shit. That's why the world keeps fucking you. Think about it. I swear, sometimes I wonder, like, these storms that happen in this own town is because people are so fucked up. Bipolar ass motherfuckers. But anyways, back on topic, that includes me too. Like, I'm very bipolar. Sometimes I think I'm schizophrenic, but it is what it is. Anyways, the whole purpose of this whole awakening, I know the reason that I am here is to spread love. Love. Just love. Love. It doesn't matter what it is, whether you wake up out of bed, love. Whether you go to bed at night, love. No matter if you got a bed, you got a couch, you got a pillow, you got a floor, you got a cell, you got a car, you got a job, you got clothes on your back, you got food in your belly, you can smoke a blunt, you can, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's not physically harming you or anybody else, man, why are you not loving? Why are you not letting that show? Why are you not smiling more? Why do you have to mean mug me? Why do you have to look at me like, why is Jackie so happy today? Why is he so angry? No, nigga, I want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, white guy, you're insultful calling me a nigger is not going to insult me because I know I'm not a nigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, girl leaves me in the inbox. Yeah, that shit kind of pisses me off, but it's all right, though. I'm going to let that go. Anyways, the thing about it is, though, at the end of the day, if we're not loving, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we existing for? Why are we here? Why are we spreading toxicity through the city? Yes, I quoted System of a Down, them was my niggas. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, these children are seeing this. The next generation is seeing this. So they're going to feel that that's normal. They're going to feel like, okay, I can hate him because it's okay. My parents taught me that. And this is where it all needs to start, right here. And that old ass mentality needs to end. All this differences in one another, all this he's better than me, she's better than you, they're jealous, all that envy, all that extra bullshit for fucking what? A pair of nice ass clothes, a nice ass car, and all that stuff. Okay, granted, you worked for that your whole life. Okay, teach your kids. If you and this goes a long way. This goes a long way with me. If you got money and you are teaching your kids to be assholes to other people, you are a fucking piece of shit and ain't worth the goddamn toilet that you shit on. Teach these kids with privilege some humility. Teach them how to love. Teach them how to share. Teach them how to make somebody else that's successful if they don't have it better than them. Don't teach them to make fun of nobody. Don't, oh yeah, you're so much better than them. Fuck that. Even if you don't have that type of money, don't teach your kid, oh, just because they got more money than you, that they ain't better than you, they ain't shit better, they still jealous of you. That's toxic as fuck. Teach that child how to be successful and teach them how to be that way one day. Teach that child positive things. I could literally say fuck every race that has ever lived because I've been screwed by everybody. I've been screwed by every zodiac. I've been screwed by myself. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna love. I'm still gonna give as much as I can. Yeah, I may be a little bit selfish sometimes, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's how I recharge my batteries. If you don't hear from me, hey, you might want to check on me because the only thing I'm probably gonna be doing is smoking and listening to some music. Maybe I'm playing the PlayStation 2 because CJ is my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, just love, love unconditionally, love without conditions, love freely, love without hurting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, just love, man. I have always been a benefactor for love. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I may not be homosexual, you know what I'm saying? But I still respect the fact that I can see a homosexual couple love more than some of these heterosexual couples out there. Like, that's crazy to me. It's not because they are genuinely in love with each other. You realize how much shit that they have to go through on a daily just because they are different. That's what society says. Oh, yeah, they're different, all that. And yeah, I know it says in the Bible, man should not lay down with a man, whatever. All right, they also say, talking about burning bushes, and I smoke weed all the time. Okay, you hear me? Shut up. The thing about it is, though, people are quick to judge and not see the bigger picture of it all. Never see the subliminal side of it all. There are so many signs around us that show us that, hey, maybe we should start loving. Hey, maybe we should start giving peace a chance. Hey, maybe we need to stop with all this petty bullshit. Pettiness is fun, you know what I'm saying? It is. It has its moments, but sometimes that shit gets old. It gets very old. When are we gonna start talking about some real shit? When are we gonna start talking about a real change? Barack Obama was making all these speeches and stuff. Yeah, he did a lot, but at the same time, we fell off after he left office. We gave Donald Trump all this. Oh, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Donald Trump. You know all that's doing? That's just feeding the beast. You know what I'm saying? That makes him want to keep doing the bullshit he's doing. I'm sure. Donald Trump don't give a fuck about anything that we say about him. That nigga rich. That nigga been rich for a long ass motherfucking time. He's used to scrutiny. He's used to being chastised. Now as the president, he's got the entire fucking universe looking at him. Literally. I'm not gonna sit up here and say anything good about him, but I'm not gonna wish anything bad on him. I mean, that'd be God's plan if that happens. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back on topic. Like I said, at the end of the day, I am universal consciousness means I am love, and I love you. That's the only reason I come at y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I love y'all so much. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I'm not gonna fake it. It's not in me to fake it. You know, either on my mom or on my daddy's side. Both my family fucking crazy. Ask about it. And I love every last one of them, and I have their back. And I am a product of the environment that I was raised in. You know what I'm saying? Like, across the tracks is my home. The jungle's over there. You know what I'm saying? Shady 580, that's my home. I don't give a fuck. I feel more peace over there than I do outside of anywhere. I would live here for the rest of my fucking life. I'm willing to die here. You know what I'm saying? But I want to live a long time here. I want to see this town progress. I want to see this town get better. That's what the whole Arm More Stand Up movement is. I'm willing to work with artists. You know what I'm saying? Even if we never met in person, like, hey man, just drop some vocals, give me a beat, let me do something. I'm just trying to get involved. There are already people out there doing that. Like, shout out to my cousin, like out there preaching right now. You know what I'm saying? All the pastors and the youth leaders and everybody out there with these kids. That's the most important part. I love that about y'all. all y'all out here with these kids, that's dope to me. That's amazing to me. I just want to be a part of it. And if I have to do it on my own, so be it, you know, and I'm still going to love y'all. I'm still going to shout y'all out. I'm proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We are that generation that we want to make a difference. And I feel that it can happen. I just don't want to see Ardmore fall into obscurity because this town is so historic. You know what I'm saying? Like parts of Ardmore that people don't even know about. I still don't even know about. That's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's exciting. It really is. And at the end of the day, man, Ardmore stand up. You dig? All right, y'all. I went over 20 minutes, so I'm gonna quit talking that. But I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all listening, taking the time to hear me out. Peace and love.